You can lock in 30 days of Hakeem Profit's NBA plays, including 5% best bets for just $4.30 per day. A 30-day NBA pass is priced at $189, but you can lock in Hakeem's for only $129. Act fast as the price is going back to $189 at the end of the week.
All right, people, here we go. Welcome in. It is another edition of the NBA Tip-Off Show. It is powered, by, of course, by our friends at WagerTalk, and we are loaded today, both with our panel and the games we are going to break down. Let's take a look at them here, guys. We've got, there's 5 games on. Who we kidding? We're going to cover all 5. Hornets, Raptors, Heat, Sixers, Warriors, Nuggets, Rockets, Spurs, Pacers, and Trailblazers. Let's bring in the fellas if we can here. Take a look. Ski Profit making his return here at the top. Ski joining us, of course. Teddy Covers back in action. And our virgin of the crew here, welcome in Andy Lang from WagerTalk.com joining us here today. Gentlemen, pleasure having you. So before we dive into to the first game, which will be, of course, our Contrarian play, which hit again last night. That's now 8-0. We'll get to that in a minute. We didn't have you, Ski, on the show, or Teddy, or Andy yesterday, so I just want to get your thoughts, A, on the Harden trade, what it means, and B, tell us what you got going on up at Wager Talk right now today for the folks. Start with you, Ski.
Well, Harden to the Nets means Nets have no bench, and I'm still not high on that team in general. What I have going on today, I have a best bet in the NBA. I haven't had a 4% play in a while, but I have one up there today. So let's get that winner.
All right, let's do it. Teddy, come on, I know you got, I heard it. So go ahead. For those that didn't hear it, Teddy, not a very big fan of what happened yesterday on the trading block. Talk to us, Teddy.
Well, I mean, when it comes to the Nets' potential to win a championship, I think it does increase their potential. The teams with 3 superstars can withstand a lot more than the teams with 2 superstars. But Ski nailed it. I mean, they absolutely gutted their bench. With Dinwiddie already hurt, which means in the short term, I've downgraded my Nets power rating. I've downgraded it fairly substantially. But if you want to talk about teams that made out really well, let's see, the Rockets get what? 4 number 1 picks and 3 pick swaps for a guy that everyone knew they had to trade, they didn't have any suitors for. Houston made out like a bandit in this deal. Great deal for the Rockets. I thought they got 5 times more than I thought they were going to be able to get for an aging veteran with a huge contract that has chemistry issues everywhere he goes. The Cavs got something for nothing. Jared Allen matters. The Pacers, I think, the questions about Oladipo now been answered. Now they got Karis LeVert. I think he fits in just fine in Indy. So everybody but the Nets got better. The Nets may have improved their chance to win a title, but in the short term, they got worse.
Yeah, Teddy is not alone with that feeling. Andy Lang, welcome to the show, my friend. I don't know, these super teams, I don't know. What are your thoughts here on Harden? How you been in the NBA this year, and what do you got going tonight, if anything?
I've been going good. Props are doing well. We've not lost 4% play in NBA props. We were 2-0 last night. So my goal was hit 60% on props. We're just barely where we keep jumping back and forth over and under on the 60%. I haven't decided if I'm going to have anything tonight, just with so many COVID issues and so many unknowns with the trades and the rosters. Make it 3 for 3. I think they took the super out of super team with this Nets team. I don't buy it for a second. I have never bought into Kyrie. I've never really bought into Harden as a playoff legit guy. And Durant is just left there to carry this entire team. I will say, being from Indianapolis, I liked what we did. Here's by the Indiana Pacers. So it comes full circle. And I do love what the Cavs did. If this league was based on starting 5 centers and power forwards, they would be at the top of everyone's power rankings. They certainly have a stockpile of big men. So it was a great day for the NBA and for all of us that like to talk about it.
Awesome stuff. We'll see what the encore is. We'll see what goes on. And, oh, yeah, by the way, the Knicks still suck. All right, gentlemen, let's talk here a little bit about our Contrarian play of the day. Dive into game number 1. And for those of you just joining us, we take a look at the game on the board that seems to be getting all the tickets, all the money, all the love. And we ask the question, do these guys have the gumption to go the other way. And that game tonight, of course, is the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Toronto Raptors. 8-0 since the show has started. This continues to dominate here. And Toronto, guys, at home, opens up at 7. I'm seeing 8.5s. It just keeps going. Now, I know Charlotte, of course, maybe a little tired here. It's been a lot of games in a very short period of time. I don't know if Gordon Hayward is going yet or not, but this line has been moving. Whether with or without him, it has been moving there. So I'm going to start with you, Teddy. Talk to me here. The Hornets, 8.5 at this point. You're going to go Hornets, or is it Toronto or nothing for you?
So when we talk about the concept here, where these contrarian plays, we are fading the steam in the NBA, and 8-0 so far, it's certainly a proven concept. This isn't a new idea, and we see in the NBA all the time. When a superstar sits, the team steps up, the money comes the other way, the rest of the team comes in and plays hard, the other team lets down. Happens all the time. So conceptually, this is clearly something we should be looking for. That said, I want no part of Charlotte tonight. All right, no part of them. And it's why here the reason this line is as high as it is and going higher is because the nuances of the NBA schedule, you don't see it all the time. This is they're on the second of back-to-backs. Okay, they're 5-7 nights. This is their 9th game since the calendar turned to 2021, and it's only the 14th. Okay. You're playing 9 games in 14 days in the NBA, you feel it. And they were flat right from the get-go last night. My clients and I cashed an easy winner with Dallas. I mean, wire-to-wire job. There's no energy there. There wasn't any energy last night. I'm not anticipating that changes tonight. Now, I'm not laying with Toronto. Don't get me wrong. I don't trust the Raptors in this range. But the contrarian play, either play it or you leave it alone. In this instance, I'm leaving it alone.
Great advice there. Yeah, I mean, Hayward, late in that game, was taken out, had a little bit of a, looked like an ankle situation there. Ski, let me turn to you, my man. You watched them last night. What do you think of their chances, that being the Hornets here tonight? We also watched, of course, the Clippers go to double digits last night. That didn't work out. Are we giving too much credit here to Toronto in this point?
Yes. They've won 2 games. And now we're expecting to win by double digits. So I disagree completely. The Hornets, not many people played very many minutes last night. Before that, they had a day off. So they're young guys. It's not a veteran team or anything. I think they'll be okay. And in general, the Hornets have been good on a back-to-back. When they play lesser competition or just not elite teams, like less than 70% win teams, they're 8-1 against the spread on the second of a back-to-back, and that's since the beginning of last season. So I think you take the Hornets, you take the contrarian play or not. Like you said, you're 8-0. I think you go 9-0 today.
Love that. Look at that. You beat it until it dies. That's it. You just keep riding it here. Andy Lang, talk to us, my man. I will say this, though. Toronto, 3-8 against the number in their last 11. Which way you leaning here? You going contrarian on us, Andy?
Yeah, why not? It's called contrarian play for a reason, because it goes contrary to what everybody would normally think. So yes, it's a contrarian play. Why not? Hornets, they're the number 6 team in defensive efficiency the last 3 games. Hornets have won 6 games this year. They've covered the spread in all 6 of those. They've lost 6 games. They've not covered the spread in any of those. I'm going to lean to the Hornets to get a win. Why not? This is a 2-win Raptors team that's on the verge of a double-digit favorite. This is a classic contrarian play. I will also throw out there that the Raptors team total for tonight is 114.5. They've not gotten over that point total in any home game this year. Yeah, let's roll with the Hornets to sting the Raptors.
Love it. That's why we call it the contrarian play of the day. 8-0, guys. Good luck no matter which way you decide to go. Let's take a look at one of our featured matchups of the day here in the NBA. And that, of course, will be the Nuggets taking on the GS Warriors. Denver Nuggets taking on the Golden State Warriors here tonight. This line opened up as Nuggets 5.5 in a lot of places. Warriors total at 230.5. And Ski, let me start with you. You've been somebody that likes this Warriors team. You got just about every jersey known to mankind. So tell me, what is you going with Warriors here? You like them in this underdog spot, or Denver just too much for him here?
I always like Golden State catching points, especially with how they've been playing lately. But I don't know, something about this game. I just didn't run to the window with it. The only thing I would think in this game is Denver. They haven't been playing very much defense. They've been very kind on the overs if you've been betting their overs. So I think Golden State can score with them, and I probably would lean for the game to go over.
Going for the older. Teddy, this opened up at 231, my friend, and you want to talk about going the other way. Holy crap, 225s, 224 and a halves here. You agree with that move?
I'm a little bit surprised by that move. And at the beginning of the show, you asked for a promotion for tonight. I forgot to mention, this is my NBA play for this evening. I'm the side in this ballgame. You can get that play right now on either WagerTalk or SportsMemo.com for this evening. But certainly from a side standpoint, I have a fairly strong opinion. From a total standpoint, I'm a little bit surprised at not the under, but the under steam. It's okay, all right, a couple of small moves. This has been a significant move. There's a thought process that Denver, coming off a bad road trip, is looking to amp it up on the defensive end tonight. Certainly Golden State coming off, their offense has been hit or miss, the Warriors this year. They're coming off a particularly poor shooting performance in that home loss to Indiana in their last contest. So I understand the under money, and I'm not in any rush to fade it.
Andy, 9 of 11 to the over for Denver this year. Talk to me here, my man. You trust them to get 120 tonight?
Well, I'm looking more towards Golden State to get 120. Nuggets have lost 6 games. In those 6 games, 5 of the teams have scored over 120 points in their 5 wins. The opponents haven't gotten over 116. So do I think Golden State gets to 120 points? They haven't gotten over 115 in 4 straight. And in 3 out of those 4 games, Steph Curry has made 3 or fewer 3-pointers. In 2 of those games, he's only made 1. So as he's had these big explosion games, but he's also had some real duds. I'm going to lean to Denver to cover this game. Draymond Green is back. It helps him a lot on defense, but he has added almost nothing in terms of scoring. It's Steph, and maybe you get some Wiggins points. Wiseman, he's young. It's up and down. I'll take the Nuggets to win and cover this one.
All right, Nuggets to win and cover. And again, just a reminder, Teddy, it's his best bet of the night, guys, at WagerTalk, at SportsMemo.com. Go grab it there. Ski, too. Don't forget, visit Ski while you're at WagerTalk.com. Grab an all-access package for him in the NBA, just $129. And, of course, Andy Lang at WagerTalk.com. For those of you that don't know, Andy is a prop god. I mean, honestly, that's his name, prop god. It's on a business card and everything. I've seen it. Make sure that you are checking out Andy's page there. Always great opportunities to cash each night when it comes to props with Andy, and for everybody. $199 gets you a 30-day all-access pass to everything to do with the NBA and college hoops from these gentlemen right now. 30 days, all access, $199. All right, let's take a look at this other featured game here in my backyard. How about the Miami Heat taking on the 76ers? Andy, I'm going to start with you because these two teams just met a couple of nights ago, and I think it was like 9 overtime. Well, at least it felt like that. If you had the over, congratulations. But there is literally nobody anybody's heard of left on the Heat here with injuries and whatnot. Opened up at 11. I'm still seeing 11s, 222, 222 and a half. So, Andy, how are you approaching this game, if at all, tonight?
Well, first off, sometimes our job as professional wagers is to tell people there's some games you just want to lay off. This is not a full game I think people should get involved with. There's way too many unknowns. If you, whatever reason, have to, we saw last night the Milwaukee Bucks cover the first half, and it's a blowout, and then in brutal fashion, you don't get the cover at the very end. So if you're going to attack this game from a spread, I would look at the 76ers just in the first half. The list of Heat players that's out is just incredible. It looks like Simmons and Embiid are probable. They're going to be a go tonight. From a prop perspective, I will say that I see Joel Embiid's rebound total at 11.5. If Embiid is good to go tonight and he's going to get his full minutes, I don't know who's going to keep Joel Embiid off the boards for Miami. So if I have to make a bet prop-wise, I'm definitely going Joel Embiid over his rebound total. And then I would probably look at the Sixers in the first half to cover.
All right. I like that angle, actually, there. Talk to me, Ski, here. The Heat, it's pretty much the same team just a couple of nights ago they went to double overtime with. So I don't know. You give them, what are you expecting to see tonight from these two teams?
Well, if everybody's in for Philadelphia, I think they'll have success scoring their share of points. Both teams play at a pretty fast pace. Over the last 5 games, I have Miami at 6th and Philadelphia at 2nd. So if you get guys who are going to push the pace like Simmons and guys like that and Embiid to help score, of course, I would look towards over the total. They got over last game, although overtime and stuff, but that's the only way I look in this game. Heat short too many players, I think, to do it again.
Yeah, no, I can absolutely. I don't know. There's a lot of Heat fans down here, Teddy. Sometimes they bet with their heart and not the reality of what's going on here. And I do think that the reality is, I don't know if they can pull off what they just pulled off a couple of nights ago. How about you?
Well, so the Heat won't have Bam Bam tonight. No Bam Adebayo. No Myers Leonard. No Goran Dragic. No Kendrick Nunn. No Jimmy Butler. And, of course, Avery Bradley is already out. But they still have Tyler Hero. Gabe Vincent's going to play. Duncan Robinson's going to play. Olynyk's going to play. Precious Achiuwa is going to play. It's not like they have nobody. And when you see the quotes from Eric Spoelstra after the last matchup, quote, "It's a shame because our guys did more than enough to put ourselves in a position to win. They could have kept on going another 2 overtimes. It wasn't a matter of lack of want or lack of effort. Our guys emptied it out there. Just a matter of getting over this hurdle of really finishing plays." All right, Miami's not laying down. And this is NBA handicapping 101. The team, A, it's short turnaround revenge for a team that just lost. B, one team gets all their stars back. Ooh, is their chemistry going to be right game 1? I wouldn't count on it. The other team's just hungry. What's Miami, 4-5 right now?
Mm-hmm.
They're still a really good team, even without all these guys and all these injuries. If I'm playing, I would only look at Miami plus. I want no part of Philly in this point spread range and the first game back for multiple starters.
All right, there it is, guys. We do have one other featured game we'll touch on. Again, only 5 games here tonight on the card. So given the fact that they were the center of the NBA talk of the town yesterday, that being Houston, just want to touch base on this Houston-San Antonio game. And Ski, I'll start with you. I do believe Oladipo's dressing up, or at least they say he might be dressing up here for Houston. We talked a lot about the Nets. Talk to me about this Houston team and what you think we're going to see from them moving forward.
Well, in the near future, I expect them to be bet on for sure. Tonight, I just wish they had guys like John Wall and Eric Gordon in the lineup because that's what I think they just need some kind of point guard, and I think I just want points that I can count on from them. But they're a group that I think will be motivated, especially the way Harden was talking about everybody after the game. So I think they'll be out to prove themselves, and I think the market won't respect them either. So in the near future, I'm looking for the Rockets. In this game, it's no way that I can get to the window with the Spurs to win by close to double digits. It's a flat spot. Like everybody knows, I look towards the flat spot, the team coming home after the long road trip. If you fade those teams, you're winning about 58% of the time since last year. And I just think Houston, if I have to play this game, I'm going to be grabbing the points with Houston. Still NBA players at the end of the day. I think all of them were disrespected. I don't love it as much today without Wall and Gordon in, but I'm looking to play on the Rockets in the near future.
All right. So in the future, hell yes. Currently, oh, hell no. Ain't going near the Rockets currently for this. How about you, Teddy? Talk to me about the Rockets' future here, and what do you think you might see from them here tonight?
So I'm going to talk about the Spurs first because San Antonio is a team that's favored tonight, and San Antonio is a team that I do not trust in this point spread range at all. Cashed multiple tickets with the Spurs on their last road trip, including the finale at OKC, where they hit every shot down the stretch, ended up winning by double digits. The post-game quotes for San Antonio after that win against the Thunder, and remember, this is a road trip. They beat the Clippers in L.A. They beat the Lakers in L.A. They beat the T-Wolves in Minnesota. They beat OKC. In a 5-game road trip, that's successful. And every quote coming out of San Antonio in following the win over OKC was, we did what we were supposed to do. I'm not anticipating the Spurs A game tonight, which means it's Houston or pass. It's a Rockets team tonight that, again, they're not going to have Gordon. They're not going to have Wall. They're not going to have their info I'm seeing is no Kurix, no Oladipo for Houston this evening. It's going to be a shorthanded roster, which is one more reason for San Antonio to take them less seriously. And make no mistake about it. There's a team with something to prove, with a chip on their shoulder, with want to give a big FU to the guy that just left town. Yeah, Houston or nothing for this better tonight. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they win this game outright.
All right, Andy, I know you're kind of salivating over there. I don't know if you haven't had lunch or what's going on, but what do you got lined up in this game here tonight, Andy Lang? Are you looking at a side? You're looking at a prop? Do you trust San Antonio, unlike Teddy here?
I do. I'll give you guys this. The Spurs are the best first half spread covering team in the league. 9-2 against the spread in the first half. You'll notice I bet a lot of first halves. I love the value there. And the Spurs have been lights out in the first half. I do like the Rockets' motivation, but I think they're missing too many players tonight. I'd look to take the over 218. I'm saying that DeMar DeRozan is active tonight. He was out for 2 games. Both of those games went easily under for the Spurs. The 4 games previous that with DeRozan, no unders for the Spurs in any of those games. I'd look to the over to play it, but I can't get their full game with the Spurs. I'd look first half and then I'd look the over.
All right, there you go. Good stuff, good angle, and appreciate that for the featured games. One more game to go here, guys. It'll be our overtime game. Quick reminder, WagerTalk.com, SportsMemo.com. You can certainly catch these gentlemen, their best bets, including Teddy's tonight. He's all over this Denver game here. Opportunity for you guys to be able to cash in as well with them. Head over to WagerTalk.com. And, of course, hell, while you're there, just grab 30 days all access for all of them. $199. Get every NBA, every college basketball play. All yours, guys. 30 days. $199. All right, it's overtime. Let's do this. This is where we look at the game on the board where, who are we kidding? There's going to be points scored. Lots of points. And it's usually always surrounding something to do with the Portland Trail Blazers. At least recently, it is the highest, one of the highest totals on the board that opened up 229.5. I'm still seeing 229.5s here, guys. So let me start with you here, Andy. Portland Trail Blazers, Indiana Pacers. Is it over or nothing for you?
I mean, congratulations if you have the intestinal fortitude to take an under in this game. I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row for the Pacers against Western Conference teams have not just gone over, but flown over. There's going to be a lot of points tonight. It comes mostly from the guards, I think. McCollum and Lillard, there's just really not a way to stop any of them. The Pacers certainly don't have the manpower. But at the same point, Brogdon is going to do his thing. Sabonis has proven to be almost matchup proof. And Miles Turner looks like he might be starting to break out a little bit. This loss of Oladipo is going to open up them a little bit. Oladipo, he played hard. I just don't think he was as sharp as he normally is. I kind of appreciated the effort that he gave. There was a little bit of selfish ball in him in this first part of the season. I think you're going to see a little bit more free and flowing Pacers offense. I don't see either one of these teams being able to slow the other. So, yeah, it's an obvious play, but, yeah, it's over or nothing for me.
Interesting week, Teddy, for Indiana. A couple nights ago, on the show, we discussed them losing there to Sacramento. They come back. They beat Golden State. They have, surprisingly enough, the over is hitting 4 of the last 6 on the road for Indiana. How do you have this game tonight?
Yeah, I don't have a strong opinion on it, so I'm not going to try to convince anyone to bet on or bet against this or bet over or bet under. I'm not in any rush to bet any Blazers games under. I'll put it that way. Certainly from a pace standpoint, Portland tied for 7, Indiana number 13, so both teams in the top half of the league. From a defensive efficiency standpoint, the Pacers ranked number 11. The Blazers, well, they're tied for 25th. So pace-wise, defensive efficiency-wise, it all points towards a relatively high-scoring affair in this one. But I mean, it's a Pacers team that's coming off a game in Golden State that stayed 4 touchdowns under the total. And if Indiana plays this the way they want to, they're not going to get in a track meet with Portland because the Blazers love to run up and down. I think Indiana would rather slow it down a little bit, but I don't know. It's not a game I got a strong feel for.
Talk to me here, Ski. I mean, the number hovering right around that 229 mark. Do you like the number? You feel it's right where it is, or might there be some value one way or the other? All right, good talking to Ski there. Frozen like a SLB. Look at the front. Look at that front leg. Actually, all right. So here's what we'll do: is let's mime Ski. You ready? Let's bring Ski up real quick. Hey, Ski, how's it going? Oh, it's going great. No, I really like the under in this game tonight. I think it's going to be fantastic. And, yeah, I'm going to like that. All right, Ski, appreciate that. Thank you very much, Teddy Covers, and of course, our good friend Andy Lang joining us. It is that time, guys. It is buzzer beaters. It is our best bet section here, one of our favorite parts of the show, because we put these guys under the gun. We throw 60 seconds on the clock. We ask them to do whatever they want with that 60 seconds. As long as they give us their best bet and they don't go over the time, they'll be fine. We will shut their crap down if they do not hit it before 00. So, Andy, you're the newbie here. Let's bring you in, my friend. And let's talk here, man. 60 seconds on the clock. Buzzer beater, give us your best bet. Tell us why, and then do whatever you want with the leftover time. Go.
Okay, well, I mentioned it earlier. I'm going to go with a prop since I'm doing NBA props and Wager Talk, and I'm going to stick with Joel Embiid over at 11.5 rebounds. In an overtime game, he had 16 against Miami, 11 against Atlanta, 12 against Brooklyn, 11, 14. I mean, he's averaging 12.3 rebounds a game, and with the lack of inside presence for Miami, and also Jimmy Butler does a good job rebounding. He does a good job blocking out and at least getting some of his other guys involved on the boards. I think it's going to be impossible for them to slow down Embiid. My only worry would be if he's on a little bit of a limits minute, if his back is a little bit sore, but I still think he can get there even if he's around the 28 to 30 minute mark. So Joel Embiid is going to be my play. I also would like to say that golf season is underway, and I'm here to tell you I'm predicting 63% win percentage on my head-to-head matchups in 2021 for golf head-to-head matchups. Book it.
All right, listen, we gave him the extra time. He did it. If he wants to blow smoke up his own ass, so be it. Congratulations there, Andy. Teddy, come on, my man. Buzzer beater here, Teddy. Let's throw Teddy up. And as we look at Frozen Ski here, we'll have a little something to say to him, too, in just a minute. But 60 seconds on the clock, Teddy. Come on, man. Buzzer beater. Who you got tonight?
Sure. We're going to take a look tonight. One of the games, well, we talked about all the games. But I'm going to take a look at the Houston Rockets, betting number 571 against San Antonio. You can get them plus 7.5 popping up right now. And this is everything to do with fading the Spurs in this spot. Last night, I sat down and did my first home court / road adjustments in the NBA for the season. We're at that point where they played enough home games, enough road games to figure out what teams have what advantage for this year. And San Antonio Spurs, I came away with a 0 home court advantage for San Antonio so far. Now, admittedly, it's early. But right now, this is a flat spot for a Spurs team and a place where they have no extra edge. And it's a Rockets team that I wouldn't be surprised if they play like their hair's on fire. They do have something to prove. Yeah, Houston, plus 7.5. You want to have a little fun, try them on the money line.
Ooh, did you see that, Andy? Like he was stepping back, too. It was nothing but net. And then he walked it back the final 2 seconds, too. Very nice, Teddy. Ski, how are you, man? You look a little stiff. Everything all right? All right, good. There we go. Ski's best play of the night. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he's going Contrarian, guys. He's with us on the Contrarian play of the day. No way is he backing Toronto in this game tonight. So he's going to back Charlotte, taking the points. We'll see how that works out. Recap time here, guys, one more time. For the gentlemen here, both Teddy Covers, Ski Prophet, and Andy Lang, just to go over if they have it up there. Teddy Covers, Rockets, 7.5, I believe, is where he's going with that one. Andy Lang, you are going Joel Embiid over the 11.5 rebounds. And Ski, without a doubt, loving those Hornets plus the 8.5. And a quick reminder, Andy Lang, when it comes to props, guys, NBA, golf, you heard him pat himself there, right? You name it. It comes to props. He is your guy. Make sure you're visiting Andy Lang at WagerTalk.com. And Teddy, he's got that big play tonight, guys. Denver Nuggets game. Check it out right now. Head over to sportsmemo.com and WagerTalk.com. Ski, you're a man of few words, all right? But thank you very much, Ski, for coming on. Teddy covers, Andy Lang. We'll be back again tomorrow doing this all over again. Do us a favor, guys. Hit that bell in the upper right-hand corner. Hit subscribe. Make sure you're following these guys, but more importantly, make it a profitable night in the NBA. Come back and join us again tomorrow. We do it all over again. Thanks, guys, for making us a part of your day. We will see you all tomorrow. Good night, guys. Good luck.
Right now, you can lock in 30 days of any NBA or college basketball plays, including 5% best bets released from your favorite WagerTalk or SportsMemo handicapper for just $6.63 per day. A 30-day NBA pass is priced at $189 and a 30-day college basketball pass at $189. But you can get both for only $199. To take advantage of this special offer, just go to WagerTalk.com and SportsMemo.com. Choose your favorite handicapper and lock in all basketball action for the next 30 days. Even better, there's no limit to how many handicappers this offer can be redeemed on.